Hello, just good Gerberks back for another review, and this is the last of the Chima Speedorz reviews for the summer at least, and it was really fun. And the rest will come out in September, so we'll do those really soon. And this is set number 70114. It's called Sky Joust. It has 125 pieces. It's recommended for ages 6 to 12, and it retails for $20 in the US. And it has 2 minifigures. And it's part of the LEGO Legends of Chima Speedorz line. And we're going to take a look at the set, or sorry, the box right now. And yeah. Okay, so here is the box. You can see that this is the second Speedor set in the chronological order. And this is the starter set. And there's some nice detail up there. And on the back, it doesn't even show that you could form them all together like on the other ones. But it does show some of the detail. And again, this was really hard to open because there wasn't much lines, which kind of sucks compared to like the other Chi starter set. And yeah, that's really it for the packaging. And then of course you get an instruction booklet, and it's interesting because this one's smaller than any of the $15 Speedorz this wave, which you can see they're this big, but this one is just this big. So that's kind of weird. And now let's take a look at the trading cards. Okay, so here is all the cards in the set. There's 10 cards. First one is Eris, so that's pretty cool. Next one is Excalibur. Instead of Excalibur, you get it. Yeah, it's kind of a bad pun. Or not really a pun, but a play on words. Next one is Bada Boost. Bada Boost, yeah. More like Bada Boom. I don't know. These are getting really stupid with their names. Next one is Shrekcore 375. I wonder why it's 375. These are getting really bad. Maybe the designer was born in March of 1975, so who knows. Next one is Stairbiku, yeah. Next one is Rosin, Thug, yeah. Blossom, instead of Rosin, Blossom, Blossom. Kleptor S2, I believe. Yeah. And Jagonk. Yeah, these are like some of the worst names ever. And that's it, and now let's take a look at the Speedorz. Okay, so here are the 2 Speedorz. First one is Rosin's, and Rosin's isn't too awesome, and you'll see why. I'll get into that later, but you can see that it's nice printing right here and here on the side. And on the bottom, you can see there's some nice, I guess, detail right there. And you can see there's a little jetpack part right there. And the next one is Eris's, and Eris's has some nice printing right there, but you can see it looks similar, maybe like another Speedor. And you can see the back. I actually like that. It looks a little bit like Golden Jets, so I think that's a pretty cool detail right there. And that's it for a Speedor. But look at this. Okay. Aquila's, and then, what was his name? Razor. Was it yeah, Razors. Okay. Now if you see, let me move these out. Do they look similar? Well, because they're the same exact Speedor. LEGO pulled the same crap they did with the Eagles Castle and then the 2 Spring 2013 waves of Speedorz, where they put the same exact Speedor. That's lame. I like having different printing on some of the Speedorz. You can see that they're the exact same Speedor. You can see right there, there's a golden part. So I like when they put different Speedorz. They're pretty similar too with the attachments, but at least they're not the same attachments. But that is just really lame. I was hoping for some variation at least, but come on, really? So there's that, and then for the same thing with Eris and Aquila's. Aquila's came in January 2013, and Eris's of course came out right now. And you can see there's this printing right here, same exact printing. Not the same attachment, but same printing. So that is really disappointing. I was hoping for some variation, but whatever. So I'm kind of disappointed in that aspect. And now let's take a look at the figures. And the first figure is Roslyn. Here's kind of an overall look. You can see he does come with 2 little weapons or whatever. Not really little, but 2 weapons. Not really anything impressive. This one looks a little bit like the blade from the Gravis's set or whatever. But it is nice to get this stick in this pearl gold color. I know it's come in that before, but it's nice to get that again. And you can kind of see the back are his wings, and now let's zoom up on the figure without the weapons. Okay, so here is the Rosin figure, and you can kind of see he has some really nice printing. I think he's my favorite of the Ravens, even though I only own like I think 3 Ravens. Yeah, I think so. And we got that nice printing on his little extended headpiece, as I call it, or basically the mask piece, which is some gold and some kind of chrome red printing, so that's really cool. And here's his back, just in case you're wondering. And without his headpiece, you can kind of see his head has some really nice gold printing on there. And there's some really nice printing on his torso and his legs. Down the back, there's some nice printing, kind of like a military suit or something like that. Or more like a chain link or something, I don't know. But basically just nice printing. And that's it for that figure. And here is Eris, and you can see Eris has some really cool printing and stuff like that on her. She also comes with this nice axe, which comes with that great kind of like see-through blue axe tops, and then you got this really cool nunchuck-like piece. And so there is some really nice printing on her torso, which we'll get into later. And of course her extended hairpiece has some nice printing. You can take off and reveal her face, which looks a little bit weird, I gotta admit. And here's the back, and of course she has these little wings attached to her breastplate or whatever. And if you take off her face, you can kind of reveal her back printing, which is that part right there, and then right there. And of course she has a double-sided face, which you can see is right there, and then right there. So that's cool, and now onto the set itself. Okay, so here is the build of the set, and you can kind of see there's these 2 ramps which are made out of car hoods, and there they are. And then I don't know if I showed this, but there's ripcords in the set are blue and then red. And of course you do get these 12 little chi crystals, which is always nice. And so the main part of this is this part, and I'll show you how to do that later. But basically here is the detail. It's not really that much detail, and I'm a little bit disappointed on this. Just looks kind of bland, to be honest. And basically what you're supposed to do, I think, is, what was it? I think you're supposed to like knock it over and then see who can get this first. So let's see, I'm gonna try it. Well, it would be more frame like that. So you just, of course, do the little Speedor, rip it, and then it's supposed to knock over, and then whoever grabs it first wins, basically. And under there you can see that there's this little part right there with vines. So it's not really impressive, and I'm, like I said, I'm underwhelmed with this. And the other 2 games, because there's 3 games, basically the next one is you're supposed to scatter these little parts right here. And I think you're supposed to judge on how far you could get over it with the ramp. So you do that, and then let's see. Put the ramp back there, and then you gotta see how far you get with it. So it's not really anything fun. These aren't really that fun of games. And the next one, I think you're supposed to see how many you can knock over, kind of like a bowling game. So last one, and that's really it. So it's not impressive, kind of a boring game, and the build of this set is really disappointing. That's really it on it. And 360, and then that's it for this review. Now let's go to the verdict right now. So overall, I'm pretty underwhelmed with the set. I think that the 2 minifigures are pretty cool, but the Speedorz are really disappointing because they're the same Speedorz as 2 that were released in January. So that kind of sucks. But the figures, like I said, are cool. Eris, this is the cheapest way to get her because she does come in a $35 set, I believe. Eris's Interceptor. Eris's Eagle Interceptor. I think that's 35 or 30. No, yeah, it's 35 because Walks. No, not Pack Patrol. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Eris's Eagle Interceptor is 35. And then Rosin, he only comes in 1 set, which is pretty cool, besides this set, which is the Krager's Command Ship. So that was an $80 set, so it's cool to get that this is the cheapest way to get him. So it might be a little bit sought after because of that, but Rosin isn't really that unique compared to some of the other Speedorz minifigures. So I think that part's pretty cool, but I think $20 is pretty steep for this set because, I mean, you do get 2 Speedorz, but like I said, they're 2 of the same Speedorz, and I think the build itself isn't too impressive, but, I mean, there's enough cool pieces. There's, like, I like the vine pieces and the hood pieces, which I usually use on cars and stuff like that. So I will give this set a C+, especially just because of the Rosin figure, really, and Eris is pretty cool because this is the cheapest way to get her. So a C+ for the set, and it's the most disappointing out of all of the Speedor sets for this wave. And I'll see you guys later, hopefully with a friend's review. And, of course, the Chima collection video. It's coming soon, guys. It's coming soon.